All right, so we're doing a series right now for Choose to Be Fit. We're getting to know the core pros of Choose to Be Fit, get more in depth with them, their background, their passion, their purpose, and things of that nature. So for those who don't know, what's your name? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Justen Augustine. I am an online coach and just very, very passionate about just health and fitness overall, and it's just a primary industry that everyone needs to be involved in. I myself actually is a part of the company in terms of ownership, and me and my partner here make a lot of, in terms of executive decisions, of help the company grow, recruiting, and a lot of stuff, and we're always looking to grow.
Perfect. So you mentioned you're a coach.
Yes.
So how did you get into that?
So how I got into online coaching, it's crazy. I watched YouTube videos of people like Christian Guzman, Bradley Martin, just a lot of fitness influencers and people in the industry. And what I noticed is that they're just having fun with it. They're having fun with it. And when I got into training in general, it was just fun. So I was like, you know what? Might as well help other people. Why know something and not help other people about it, you know? So got into personal training, got my certification in college, and applied for a gym. Ended up applying for a gym. They said, yeah, you can work here. And I told them, hey, I want to work here, but I also want to do online coaching as well, just to help more people outside of the industry and obviously build my brand, help more people. And once they told me no, I said, okay, I can't do that, so I'm not going to do this, and I'm going to pursue online coaching just because I know that it would be more efficient for me just to produce information and send people information through online and communication. I don't know, it's more a personal thing. I've never really been a fan of training with somebody, but I've always been able to produce and put out information on losing body fat and gaining size through obviously phone, text, via email, just any forms like that. I just found it to be the easiest and the most efficient with my time.
That's perfect. A couple things you mentioned that I want to highlight. So one thing, as far as being an online coach versus an in-person coach, you mentioned that you never want to be, as far as the in-person, online, you love doing that. You love sharing information. So I love to hear that. That's pretty awesome. Some people don't know the difference between in-person and online. You just think it's just a coach and you're just a coach. But the other thing you said multiple times, helping others. And that's so important, being of service to others. A lot of people who go into business and even entrepreneurship, they don't think about that first.
No.
They like to go and making money and things of that nature. But you mentioned helping others. I think that's the root of what people should do when they get into business. So I love that you said that. Yeah. So just a question about that. What got you into that mindset of saying, okay, you want to be of service to others, you want to help others? How did you get into that mindset?
So there's a lot of content out there from influencers. I think I got it from some of them, but I also got it from the experience of doing it. So I did the online coaching, I got the clients and made the money, but what I realized was me chasing the money was never going to help me be satisfied with the business. What helped me be satisfied with the business of online coaching is getting the transformations, getting the people that says, yo, you changed my life, thank you so much, hey, you helped me do this. I realized it's no fun when money's the only motive in online coaching. It just takes away from the fun of doing it. Money should be kind of the least important thing in terms of anything you do, but what I always see is the cost of what I do or the value of what I do is always 10 times more than what I'm charging. I constantly believe that. Just because you're pretty much saving someone's life as an online coach.
That's amazing. Seriously, I love that mindset. Cool. I really love that. So in terms of where you are right now and being an online coach, one thing you also mentioned in terms of, you applied for the gym. Mm-hmm. That door, that wasn't open for you, right? You didn't get to go through that door. So that was a little minor setback. So along those same lines, when you look back, to where you are right now, or from where you've been to where you are right now, what would you say is one of your biggest challenges, and what did you learn from that challenge?
Biggest challenge in this online coaching route was not believing in my value enough, not believing that I was worth what I was charging. And how I realized that was, hey, one day was charging this much, then next week said, hey, let me bump it up $20. Bumped up $20, said, hey, no one's complaining, let me bump it up $20. Now I've set the price and I'm comfortable with that price, maybe I can bump it up another time, but what I realized is the value of doing it was so much more than you think, and sometimes you're always putting yourself down, sometimes you're always capping yourself out. Remember, like, people always will have an assumption or something about when it comes to money, and especially when people that maybe never had an online coach before or a personal trainer. Sure. They're like, hey, it seems like a lot of money. It's like, have you ever had one before? No. Have you ever had a personal trainer before? No. Compare this pricing to this pricing. Oh, that's how much? Oh, okay, this makes a little bit more sense. So I think the biggest challenge was not recognizing I was valuable enough to charge what I wanted, and that whenever people look down on you in terms of, hey, well, that's too much money, or hey, I don't think what you're saying really works, you just gotta believe in yourself, believe that you're worth what you're charging, and that whenever someone says, hey, that's a lot of money in terms of yourself, you're like, no, not really. It's actually worth every penny. It's worth more than what you would have paid if you went to a doctor. Right? Yeah. So yeah, I guess my biggest challenge was not recognizing that I was really worth as much as I thought. It's actually worth more than I thought. Coming to this day.
That totally makes sense. And obviously the lesson that you learn from that is that the flip side of that is that you know what your value is now, right? Like, you're at that point where you recognize the value that you can put out there, how much you can help people, what you have to offer, right?
Exactly.
That totally makes sense. Okay, so on the other side of that, in terms of we just talked about your challenge, right? Mm-hmm. So when you look back in your life again, what would you say you're most proud of in terms of accomplishments?
What I would say I was most proud of in terms of accomplishments would be...
You have so many, you can't think of which one, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot just going through my head. But I guess proudest accomplishment, which this is barely related to fitness. Like, it's barely related to fitness. Yeah. But the time I actually was on the basketball team, I was a junior in high school, and I was trying out for varsity. Ended up not making varsity. Two other people that made varsity over me, still not going to forget this, weren't as good as me, so they could not produce on the court as good as me on the basketball court. Played my whole junior year on JV, didn't like it, kind of played myself down, didn't recognize my value, didn't recognize my worth, and just didn't put in the effort. Next thing you know, I come into senior summer and just going hard every day, 6-7 days a week, dribbling, shooting, doing something to improve my game. And next thing you know, I made varsity, best season of my life. And you would think that, JV's easier.
Yeah,
you should have your best season on JV rather than varsity. No, actually had my best season on varsity and scored a lot. Had fun, shot a lot, scored a lot, and made my imprint on the game, and ended up achieving an award from my coach as most improved player of the team. So that really shot in my head that, hey, dude, put work in every single day.
Yes. You're
going to get that result. You're not going to notice it, and I tell my clients all the time, you're not going to notice your results. Other people will notice it before you do. So other people noticed I got way better than I was last year before I even did. I thought I was just the same guy, but that was it.
That's amazing, man. I love that you said, okay, it's not totally related to fitness as far as what you're doing right now, which is true, but it's still a part of your life lessons that you could apply, because you brought in just now, you talked about you telling your clients, like, based on what you did, be able to relate that to them and help them in that aspect.
Exactly.
So,
and just believe.
Life lesson. I love that, man. You can apply it to what you're doing now.
Sheesh.
That's pretty amazing, man. That's you balled out.
Literally caught me off guard. I was like, why are people saying you got better? I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then next year, you're like, wait, I actually practiced every day. Didn't really focus on anything else. Just practice. Got better. Didn't notice I got better. Everyone else did, and started doing my thing. And next thing you know, I'm like, wait, I really did get that much better. And how did I get that much better? Oh, I put in the freaking time every day.
Yeah.
Didn't really focus on who else thought this or what else thought this. I was like, dude, I gotta be the best. I gotta come back strong. I gotta come back the best. and I'm fighting for the number one spot. That was my whole goal.
There you go, man. And that happens a lot, like as far as that process, when you are in that zone of putting in the work every single day to achieve a goal, then you have time to reflect as far as like looking back. It's like, oh,
exactly.
wait a minute, I am better. This is what I did to get. It makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. Having that point of reflection.
Yeah, always be able to like look back on your experiences. Like it's crazy how much you can learn just looking back. Like sit down, reflect, tone out, and just look back and say like, wait, this is what happened. I learned from this. But yeah, that like reflecting is big.
Yeah.
In terms of that, I never would have saw it. I don't even think a book would have told me about it. Like probably later, but like it wouldn't hit me as hard as it did me looking back on an experience that I actually had. So
yeah. So earlier, obviously, as far as choose to be fit, right? You mentioned you play a major part in choose to be fit. As far as your role, you make some executive decisions. So, talking choose to be fit, what would you say? Do you love most about the vision of choose to be fit?
Oh my gosh, like this is my baby. Like what I love most about the vision is that this vision can live on even when no head guy, no owner, when no one is here. This vision can constantly live on because there's always gonna be people out there that choose the healthy lifestyle, that choose the fit lifestyle, that choose the mentally healthy lifestyle. Yes. There's always gonna be people like that, and the reason this vision is so powerful is because it's getting shot down. I feel like in certain ways the industry is getting played down, like it's not as important anymore. But I believe that achieving mental health and physical health, especially in this day and age, is one of the most important things. And the vision for this is just unbelievable. It's a movement. It's not a business. It's a movement.
I like that.
That's what I see with Choose to Be Fit. It's crazy.
I love that. That's amazing. It's a movement. It's not just a business.
Exactly.
It's a movement. And that definitely goes in line with what you mentioned earlier in terms of like impacting others, right? Like being a movement and making sure that others are influenced by it in a major way.
People first, profits last.
Yes.
That's really what this movement's all about. And we're going for 8 billion. We're going for how many other people's on the planet? That's what we're going for. We're not going for 1, 2, 3 million. We're going for everyone because we need this to be a movement, and this is gonna stick.
I love that, man. Totally with you on that, 100%. So choose to be fit. Obviously, that's the company name, right? Mm-hmm. Choose to be fit. And I'm saying it like that because people can have different interpretations of that, right? When they hear that choose to be fit, you can automatically think like maybe just physical fitness or whatever the case is. So choose to be fit. What does that mean to you?
Whenever I think of the name, just choose to be fit, I always think of it as like, hey, you got a choice. You either choose to be fit or you can choose the other route.
Yeah.
There's no black, gray, yellow, blue. There's choose to be fit or choose the other route. That's how I see it. It's like you're making a decision to be a part of a community and a movement. That's how. That's what choose to be fit means to me. It's a decision. It's a strong decision to choose the fit and healthy lifestyle and enjoy life. You feel better, look better, and I feel like that's what a lot of people need nowadays. And some people are looking for approval from others in terms of, hey, you look good, when knowing that, hey, you're not the healthiest, you're not eating the best, but I'm just going to say that because maybe that's what you want to hear.
Yep.
But some people need to hear the truth that there's only really 2 options. It's choose to be fit or don't.
Yes.
And that's what I feel like this choose to be fit means to me.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. So in terms of choose to be fit again, so let's stick with that for now. So obviously you have the pros who sign up for choose to be fit. You know, they have their profiles on the site and everything like that. And then you have the client side who are matched up with the pros, right? They can go on the site, they can search the pros in their cities, whether it's the chef, massage therapist, fitness trainer, right? So for those pros and for those clients who are not signed up as yet, what would you tell them? So
first of all, I would say that pros can also be clients. Like that's one of the main things. So when I talk to clients, I'm just talking to everybody, right?
Yeah.
What I would say to pros specifically is, hey, you want to build your business, you want to build your training business, you want to be a part of a movement that supports exactly what you're doing, you want to change people's lives, this is the company for you. You
Yeah.
need to be marketed on social media at all times, even when you're asleep. So
Yes.
in terms of that, that's what Choose to Be Fit does. So benefits, just ridiculous. You're getting sent out on paid vacation trips, just getting clients.
Yes.
This is what you were going to do before you even found out about us. Now getting clients through us, you obviously have the chance to be sent out on vacation trips, cash rewards, and like I mentioned, you're going to be a part of a movement. We're going out to expos. We're going around. This is going to be huge. We're going around the world, speaking at colleges. And what I'll tell pros is, you better hop on this now, because
Yeah.
just like anything, too much of anything is bad. So we're not going to have too much pros.
True story.
We're going to have enough pros that account for the clients, or enough people that need the service. So what I'd say to pros, get on this now. If you're not on this, you're definitely missing out, especially if you support a healthy and fit lifestyle. On client side or people side, if you are ever going to use any health and fitness services in the future, this is what you need to do. This is going to be the most convenient way. There's Uber, there's Airbnb, there's all these other matching services that connect you with your location, and it's so convenient. There's Uber Eats, right?
Yeah.
You don't even have to move. These personal trainers, these nutritionists, these massage therapists, these psychologists, these whatever, right? They're going to you,
Yes.
and they're going as close to you as possible to give you the service that you want and need. So if you're ever going to get any of health and fitness services, you're going to have to go with Choose to Be Fit. Plus, people are getting benefits as well. The clients are getting benefits just from referring other people to say, hey, I'm going to get a massage therapist anyways. Might as well go through this. Hey, friend, sign up. There's a possibility that the person referring the other guy can also go on a paid weekend vacation trip and get benefits of cash rewards. Like, we're giving, right? Yes. We're incentivizing, and we're giving you just a bunch of just valuable stuff just so you can support the healthy and fitness lifestyle. We're not doing that because we need to. We're doing that because we want to. So that's my take on that. Clients, people, sign up. Everyone should sign up if you're ever going to use a health and fitness service. Most convenient way, and you also got a lot of benefits.
That totally makes sense, man. That's powerful. Like everything you just said, as far as how dynamic the platform is, the rewards, the benefits on both sides, as far as pros and clients.
Exactly.
It's a win-win situation for everyone, and definitely the theme you just mentioned first, in terms of like, hop on this now for the pros, like,
exactly.
Because we're not just gonna have like a crazy amount of pros on there, right? Because it goes in line with what you're talking about, providing that being of service to others in terms of making sure we have quality pros on the site,
exactly.
to make sure they can assist those clients, right?
Exactly.
And that's everything that you just said. It aligns with everything you said before that. It totally makes sense with that mindset of being of service and making sure that we be of quality. That's exactly. Amazing. I love that, man. So two questions that I'm going to ask at the end, and this, I love asking these two questions because I love to dig a little bit deeper. So the first of the last two questions, your purpose. So I want to ask about that. What would you say is your purpose?
I believe my purpose on this planet, and hopefully it doesn't sound as cliche as people think, but it's to leave a legacy. And leaving a legacy could be anybody's name, preferably, hopefully it's my name, but I want to leave a legacy. I want to change the world for the better. Like I said, it sounds cliche, but I'm willing to die for something like this. Wow. I do not even care. Like, I put everything on the line because I feel like this is more important than my life.
Yeah.
I believe this movement is more important because everyone needs this. This is not hey, this guy's the owner. No, it's, hey, this guy, this community is trying to reach the entire world and create a movement. So my purpose on this planet is to leave a legacy and change kind of the way people think about the health and fitness lifestyle, or just life in general, success and happiness. I want people to just change the outlook and make the decision. Yeah. Make the decision to be fit, make the decision to be happy, make the decision to be successful in whatever you do. So.
Wow, that's really strong. And again, it goes back to everything. You're being consistent in terms of being of service and helping others. And I think that is so powerful. That's so selfless that, once you do that, you're in that mindset, everything else falls into place, right?
Exactly.
That's extremely powerful. I love that, man. Like big time.
Exactly.
Seriously.
And one more thing, like
Yeah, before man.
the craziest thing about I'd say this whole purpose thing is that it gives you something to fight for. It gives you something to say, hey, I'm gonna keep my eyes on that.
Yeah.
And make sure that gets done. So you're not too worried about the day-to-day, hey, I hate this job that I'm at right now. Hey, this job is providing you what you need for that purpose. You're doing everything today that you hate for that purpose.
Yeah.
So that purpose, always having that purpose there is just what keeps me alive. I don't think it would be necessary to live if I didn't have a purpose. And I say that for everyone. You're going day to day doing the same exact things, and you don't realize that this can go on for your entire life.
Yeah.
Right? This whole, not trying to get off track too much, but this whole retirement thing, it's just out of line. Like, why would you need to retire? Why would you need to stop going for a purpose?
Yeah.
Why would you need to just go on vacations all the time and not help some other person? Like, you weren't put on this planet to retire. We're on this planet to help people, be of service to others. So that's what I believe in. I think God has a great plan for Choose to Be Fit and me as well. So everyone else, God has a plan for everyone. Everyone just needs to make the decision.
Yeah, I love that. Their purpose definitely aligns why they're put in the search. So, but a lot of people don't tap into that or recognize what that purpose is. They go through the day to day doing things they probably don't necessarily love, right?
Exactly.
And they dedicate a lot of energy and time to that versus what their true purpose is.
Yep.
Wow, that's powerful, man. I love that you said that you're willing to put your life on the line for this. That's definitely something that someone who is passionate about what they're doing says.
Exactly.
So that's powerful. Wow. So the last question that I have, so in terms of, you have all these goals from an individual perspective and plus from, a Choose to Be Fit perspective, you have a lot of goals. So what's your primary driver, your primary motivation to go out there and get yours, to get what you deserve, to get what aligns with your passion? What's your primary motivation and the driver?
I feel like it's the fact that it feels like it's 99 to 1 all the time. Like, it's, you don't need to do that. Or, hey, what are you doing that for? Hey, why are you doing so much? Hey, why are you doing that? Hey, why are you doing that? It's always one person's going one person's going this way, right?
Yeah.
The 1%, and 99 other people are going this way, and 99 other people are putting that other person down for going that way. When the person going that way has probably the best intentions, like, if not top 10, right, intentions of everything he's doing. So my overall driver, like, why I have to get mine is if I'm not making an impact, I feel like just take my life. Nah.
Yeah.
I feel like my life, everyone's life has a purpose, right? And I have to make an impact. I have to. Like, if I don't, then waste.
That totally makes sense.
Have to.
That totally makes sense. So impact, purpose, like making sure you fulfill your purpose and having that impact based on what that purpose is.
Exactly.
Wow.
The norm, man. The norm is my competition right now.
Yeah.
Everything that people hate or people that maybe don't go with, that's my competition. That's what's against me right now. That's what's my driver. Hey, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing the 1 against the 99.
Yeah.
We're doing the 100%. Everyone's all in on choosing the healthy, the fit,
choosing
the happy lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about, man.
Yeah. So that 99%, that's the driver too, man. I like that. Love that, man. Well, this has been an amazing conversation. I loved every second of it. We got to know more about Justen Augustine, more about you on a deeper level, what drives you, how you're of service. So this has been amazing.
Hopefully. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So tune in. We're going to have, obviously I said this is a series, right? So this is just one of the core pros. We're definitely going to be talking with more of the core pros. I'm excited for you guys to hear them talk about their passion, their purpose, their background, what drives them. Tune in until the next one. Of the core pros. We're definitely